Welcome back to Real Estate 101. Today we're going to talk about how to beat the competition in multiple offers, and I'm pleased to be joined by Alan Spizak of AKIS Home Inspections. Alan, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Joe. It's a pleasure to be back here with you again.
All right, Alan. So my first question today is going to be, with the real estate market as highly competitive as it is right now in the Ontario region, a lot of potential home buyers are removing their home inspection clause because of multiple offers. They want to have the best chance at winning. What kind of results have you seen in your experience as a home inspector because of these decisions?
Well, Joe, just recently I ran into an asbestos abatement contractor, and he was telling me that because people are dropping their home inspection conditions, he's seen 3 instances where he's gone into homes that people had vermiculite in their attic, Joe, and it cost them $10,000 each to have that asbestos vermiculite removed because, Joe, they didn't get a home inspection.
Wow, that is a lot of money because of not having a home inspection. What type of suggestions do you have for homeowners who are contemplating doing something like this?
Well, Joe, firstly, what we suggest is that the seller in this highly competitive market get what's called a seller's home inspection.
Right.
So what we do is we go through the whole house with the seller. We provide a full written report, and then the seller can take that report and either make the corrections that we find, and or this report is there for potential purchasers to review the deficiencies we found in the home so that there's no more surprises for them. So then the offers that are coming in are good, clean. They don't have to worry about surprises, Joe.
Okay, so let's touch on that a little bit. Don't you think maybe it scares off some buyers when the seller's the one that does the home inspection? Isn't that a conflict of interest?
Well, Joe, that's very true. Some purchasers are concerned that the seller paid for the home inspection, so the home inspector might be what's called writing a soft report,
right,
to make the house actually look better than it is. And I have seen that. I've gone through some houses, seen the reports the inspectors have put there where they've actually either missed important items or softened what was an important item, Joe. But when we do our seller's inspections, we provide a free return visit for the buyer, Joe. So once the seller has the buyer, they can contact us. We'll go through the whole house with them again to educate them about what's in the report. So that adds a lot more validity to the report, Joe.
Okay. All right. So how much does a pre-sale inspection normally cost?
Well, a pre-sale inspection costs $450 on average, depending on the size of the home. But remember, that includes the return visit for free with the new buyer.
All right, Alan, so not all sellers are doing this pre-sale inspection. Can buyers do a pre-offer inspection?
Yes, Joe. I'm doing one tomorrow morning. So what we do is we will go with the buyer and the buyer's agent and go through the whole house prior to making the offer. So we do a full report inspection, everything that is contained when the house was built. So then the buyer now has a good idea of any deficiencies in the home and the potential costs. If there's some big items that scare them away, then they don't have to make the offer. But if they're knowledgeable now about what the potential costs could be, then they can go in with a clean offer, no conditions in regards to home inspection.
All right, so in my experience, when taking home buyers to a home that we know is going multiple offer, and we know that there's a good chance we have to do a pre-offer inspection to lift that clause, because when you're in multiples, you know how it works. The one thing I always get from them is it's a lot of money to spend without a guarantee that you're going to get the home. So is there an alternative to that?
Yeah, Joe, I get a call a lot of times from people who want to go into competition, but they don't want to pay the full price because they may lose that offer and a couple of offers. So going in at a full home inspection is sometimes not cost effective for them. So Joe, what we've done is we've put together just for this competitive market, a new what's called 7-point insurance inspection.
Okay, so for somebody that, clearly this is new to them, for people watching and listening, explain it. How does that work?
Okay, Joe. So what we do is we have 7 points that we cover off. And starting on the foundation, what we do, Joe, is we check for leaks and structural anomalies. So we inspect the exterior perimeter for cracks, any signs of structural movement. Inside the foundation, we check for signs of staining, and we use our moisture meter in any areas of concern. Another area we check is the furnace, the heating system. So we check it for operation and condition. For the furnace, we can usually identify the age by the serial number so that you know how old it is. We open the furnace, we check inside for signs of rust caused by condensation leaks. In high efficiency furnaces, they extract so much heat out that the gas cools and condensates and can form moisture inside the furnace if there's a leak. We operate the furnace, check the blower motor, the venter motor, and the average life of furnace is 20 to 25 years.
Right.
And the replacement cost is about $5,000. So that's an important item to check. Another item we check on our 7-point list is the air conditioning. Again, the condition, and if the temperature allows us, we operate it. We can't operate it if it's too cold. So we check the exterior, the condition, the fins, insulation, refrigerant lines. The average life of air conditioning, Joe, is 15 years. And again, the cost is around $4,500. Next is the plumbing. So people think, well, you're going to check for leaks. No, actually, we're not going to check for leaks. Remember, this is only a 7-point inspection, so we're just checking for some main items.
Right.
First of all, older houses might have lead or galvanized pipe, which is also an insurance concern. But many people, Joe, don't know that houses constructed between 1995 and 2007 contain plastic piping, and some brand names like Kitec are an insurance concern, Joe. You can't get insurance if you have certain brands of plumbing. And the cost to replace those type of plumbing ranges from $8,000 to $30,000.
Wow.
The next on our 7-point inspection, Joe, is the electrical. So again, this is only a 7-point. We just check the main panel for safety, for aluminum wiring, knob and tube wiring. Again, these are insurance concerns. We open the panel, we check for things like double tapping, arcing, aluminum wiring. If there's aluminum wiring, Joe, the insurance company typically asks for an ESA inspection. So that usually costs about $350. But if there's deficiencies throughout the home, that cost can add up to a couple $1,000s. And then again, if we run into an older home that has knob and tube wiring, like I found earlier this week, that can cost anywhere from $8,000 to $20,000, Joe. And so moving on, we check the attic. A very important point in our 7-point inspection, because we look primarily for mold and vermiculite. We talked earlier about vermiculite that can cost around $10,000 to remove, but if we find mold in the attic, again, it's another very costly item that can be another $10,000 bill, Joe. And finally, we check the roof. At the end of our 7-point inspection with the binoculars, we scan the shingles to see if there's curled shingles, missing shingles, and give the potential homeowner a rough idea. Again, cost for roof, Joe, is around $6,000 to $12,000.
So I guess with this 7-point inspection, what you're really doing is you're looking at the major, or the things that can become major issues in the home that could potentially cost a lot of money.
Yes, Joe. So this is only a partial inspection, but it covers the bigger items. We always recommend a full inspection to follow up.
All right, so how much does this 7-point inspection cost? But because it sounds like you're doing a lot of work.
Well, Joe, it's not a full comprehensive inspection like we normally do, but this 7-point inspection only costs about $299 for the average house.
Okay, how long does it take to do one of these inspections?
Well, Joe, this inspection takes approximately an hour, so we could do it with your realtor on a regular site visit. So what I'd like to compare this to is when the doctor calls you in for a checkup, but then later he tells you you should really come in for a full physical examination. That's what I compare our 7-point insurance inspection to.
All right, Alan. So for viewers and listeners of our show that are, about to buy a home and are interested in this 7-point inspection, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, Joe, they can go to our website at www.aciss.ca, or you can call our head office number at 905-633-8219, and you can call our office from 8 a.m. till 10 p.m. 7 days a week.
Alan, great stuff. Thanks for coming on today's show, and I hope to see you again sometime down the road.
Joe, be a pleasure. Glad to be back.
So there you have it. If you're looking for a top home inspector, get in contact with Alan Spizak at ACIS Home Inspections. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, comment, and share our videos. I'm Joe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.